Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Let me know if you could see me, if you could hear me. Let me know. Shabbat Shalom on this beautiful day. I am not going to be before you long. You know, that's always the disclaimer as speakers. But I really am not going to be before you long. So let me know if you could see me, if you could hear me. On this particular Shabbat, what's in my heart to share with you, it's a little nugget. It's a little wisdom for the week. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know. So it won't be long. One of the things that yesterday's workshop, the class last night on Mind Your Business, was absolutely successful. I enjoyed it to the utmost, and I want to thank you again for all of you. Okay, thank you who was able to come. We had over 25 people online, so it was really, and so much so that I'm still getting messages on people who missed it. And because of that, I am going to do it again in about a week or so. I'm going to give you the date. I can't hear you. Okay, perfect. I'm going to give you the date. I'm going to redo it again for those who missed it, because I'm getting so many messages. Oh my God, I missed it. And plus we shut the door at a certain time, so people that was coming at the last minute kind of missed the door. The door was shut down. So I'm going to do it again for those of you who missed it, because it was really, really good for me as well as for others. So I'm getting really good response from the class. It is something that we need. I think we have gotten to a point in life that we're being honest and say, you know what? This ain't working. I need to find out why this is not working. And so people now are seeking to find out, why am I doing everything that I'm supposed to do and it's still not working? I'm going to church, I'm going to Bible study, pay my tithe, sow my seed, I do this, I do what I'm supposed to do, but something not clicking. And that's how it started for me. I was honest, like this, this ain't working. I know you bigger than this, so what's up? So that's when he started taking me to that journey. So we're going to talk about, what does that mean? He already provided. You hear that? When I first heard it, or when I said I heard it again when my mentor told me, I was like crying, complaining about, oh, well, this is not working. Why this not? And he told me, he stopped and he said, the Spirit of the Lord led him to tell me I've already done it. And I got more angry because I did not understand what you mean. Because based on what I see, it don't look like you did. You did what? Where? The thing is, we have to locate. That's what life is about. He gave us a map. The book of life, that's the Bible. It's a map on how to locate what he have already done. When we say we pray for this, we pray, and you have to be mature to understand this. Prayer does not change people or like people mind, people things, or change you. Prayer change you. What does that mean when it change you? It change you into a place where you able to see what he have already done. Because can you think about this, right? This is Elohim, God, the CEO of the universe, created everything awesomely. Does he have to come back every time we pray about something for him to do it? It's a question. As a student of life, you have to be able to ask those real questions. Do we actually feel and unconsciously we think, I'm going to pray, and, it's okay. But you have to understand the depthness of that. When you pray, it actually open up your eyes to see what he have already done. Not that he's taking order from you as a waiter and said, oh, Hannah just told me that she need this, and that. So angel so-and-so, you go ahead and go do that. And angel, literally, it's done. He provided. He gave us the grace to go or to do whatever he ever asks us to do. We, as humanity, is getting in the way. Humanity blinds us where we're unable to see what he has done. And I'm taking my time because I don't want to go into my other teaching. But sin just made us more conscious of the world and less conscious of God. Before God, we were more conscious of him and less conscious of the world. So after sin made its appearance, we are more conscious of what we could see. That's why I couldn't see it. I don't understand what you mean. You've done it already. I can't see it. So I didn't understand it because I'm more conscious of the things of the world. You're more conscious of what's happening. What people say, you're not conscious of what God have done. So understand this. That I said this often. I am called in the book of Exodus when the Lord was telling Moshe these instructions, and that is the instruction that he gave me for life as a teacher. This is my assignment, my purpose. In the book of Exodus 18, chapter and 20th verse, he said to me, as he said to Moshe, you should also teach them the laws and the teaching. Meaning that's the instruction. Remember I told you laws does not mean, we're not under the law. Law means teaching. All right, that's why I said teaching and instruction. And I've done that as a teacher, as instructor of prayer fast, of teaching and training intercessors. I've done that, meaning that I train people's spirit. It's a spiritual purpose. It's a spiritual navigation. It's a spiritual thing when I'm teaching ITC. Then he continued and said, and show them how to live their lives and what work they should do. What does that mean? What you mean you're going to tell me what work I should do? Meaning that I may be doing something that I'm not ordained or was put on this earth to do? Yes. And we have to navigate through this GPS of this book of life to find out what exactly was I put here to do. Right? So understand, see this? I have the whole thing, right? Skeleton. And inside of it is your roadmap to life. Because remember, one of the things that I said last night, that he have come to give us life. It's a gift. But you have to learn and navigate and learn how to make a living out of it. And if you have a problem learning, you have a problem learning how to do life. Because if you don't learn and no one can teach you, you will never know how to do life. So understand that when he said, I have already provided, that every single thing you need is inside of this map, that I have to be guided. Even you have to use a GPS to go to a certain address, meaning you are guided to that location, to your destination. The same way you also have a pastor or someone that is leading, guiding you spiritually, right? The roadmap to teach you, what does this mean? This is what you need to do. You also have to have, whether a coach or mentor, someone to guide you through this map and how to do life. How, just like he said, you should also you should show them how to live their lives and what work they should do. That is the second part of my purpose. I did it through prayer fast, teaching spiritual. As a brain coach, my job is to teach you and train your brain how to make a living out of the gift that he gave you to life. So, when we talk about that he already provided, what does that mean? There's nothing that God will give you instruction to do that he did not provide the means that you need to get it done. He have already provided. He gave you the grace. He gave you the money. He gave you the help. Everything is already provided. Our job in humanity is to go through the garden to look for the answers. And sometimes, I get so excited. Every time I find the answer, I get so excited, like, oh my God. Of course, we like, oh, it's a miracle. God just did it. He had already done it. I just got to the point that I found it. So to me, he just did it. But he's already done it. Right? He's already provided. So sometimes we allow our brain to cause us, we talked about it last night, to cause us to fear And to say, no, I don't want to do that based on your previous experience, based on what somebody else told you, based on what you saw, then you decided what he's telling you to do. You're not going to do it because I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it because no, I'm not going because no, I'm not going because. And we assumed that the provision is not made for us. But everything, let me give you an example. When the children came out of Egypt, right? He told them what to take. Go borrow this stuff, go borrow these golds, go borrow the silver, go borrow this. And then when they left, he said, now I want you to bring to me what I gave you so we could build the tabernacle so I could dwell among you. See, it's principle. The Bible have principles, right? You could use the principle for spiritual growth, but it's the same principle that have to be translated to principle of life. It's not a different Bible. It's not a different word. Every coach, every millionaire that's using those principles, well, you know where you got it from? They didn't go under a rock. They didn't go to no secret closet or secret vault. It's all in the same book of life. We just have to learn the level. There is a level for your spiritual growth that we use for religious purpose, but there's also another level that is deeper for the growth of your soul so you could live life. Because again, I did a School of Thought, Lunch and Learn, and you have to go on my page, my Facebook page, and listen to it, about the unequally yoked. You're growing your soul. You're using that principle to grow and develop your spirit. But that same principle have to be translated into your soul, how to live life. So the provision that he gave you, if you read through the whole word of God, every provision. So when he told the children of Israel, bring back to me what I gave you. Now, not everybody came, but a lot of people came back and said, oh, okay, that's why you gave to me. You have some shysters that took it and just went and did their thing with it and didn't bring it back to God. Even though he knew that was going to happen, he knew that all of them was not going to bring it. And he knows the provision that I'm giving you, you're going to go ahead and spend it someplace else. He already know that. But he did his job already. So that's why sometimes we cry, Lord, I don't have a minute. And you know, that even happened to me. Because I'm giving. When it was time for me to pay my bill, I'm crying, Lord, I don't have no money to pay my bill. Lord, I don't know how to do this. He really had to sit me down and say, girl, I've already provided. You the one over here just doing charity work with your money and just giving everything away, letting people just come and take stuff. I gave you, this is your life. This is the way you make your living as a coach, as a mentor. And you sitting there giving it for free, giving it there because the people come out, I don't understand why you can't give me the wisdom. Why you have to charge for wisdom? That don't make no sense. Just because they do not understand my system does not mean I didn't create it. So don't come over here crying about your bill when I've already done it. And I had to make the adjustment and say, oh, okay, so I need to stop listening to these false interpretation of the word. That, oh, you already provide, because I told you I wouldn't. Why would they muzzle the ox? Why would ox will be used to tread the ground and then you don't allow the ox to eat? That makes no sense. But that's the way the church folks was taught. So preachers, teachers, mentors, they all doing it for free because the people said you shouldn't be charging them for that. But God is saying something else. He said that is your provision. That is your living. But my time is my living. So when I allow you to waste it, I just allow you to waste my light bill. When I allow you to trample upon it thinking I'll give you free, I just allow you to trample over my rent or my mortgage. Right? That's the way God's principle. He said, I've already provided what you need. Now what you do with it, that's you. Sometimes we'll take it and go buy something that we want. And as soon as they come to the very thing that he telling you to do, I don't have it. I don't know what happened to it. So what you saying, that your father's a deadbeat dad? Now I'm about to go somewhere. That's what happened with the child support. Now, the father is paying the child support. Then the mother running to court telling my and then telling the child, he ain't getting no money. He didn't provide no money. I gave you a check, $1,000 a month. What did you do with it? You're not taking care of the child. You just going around traveling, doing what you want to do. And then you want to put it to the world that I'm a deadbeat dad, that I don't provide because you use the money someplace else. Now, our humanity does that all the time. And I see it all the time. We jump on deadbeat dad, but we never look at the mother that actually using the money for something else and letting the courts and everybody else think that, no, he ain't paying. That's the reason why they have to do it legally, to take the check or legally take the check through the system to send it to the mother, because so many people were lying. Well, yeah, I guess you might call it lying, because they're using the money someplace else. We do it to God. Whatever he gave you to do what you need to do, you because in your mind, well, I need to go ahead and do this. But I didn't tell you to do that with it. I told you to do this. I've already provided with what you need. Even the grace to do what I've told you to do. He's giving you the grace. You just never tap into it. You have to go in, right, this GPS and tap into the grace that he gave you for that assignment. Because he gave it to you already. There's no way in the world that God would tell us to do something he didn't provide. Oh, another example. When he said, when we fell into sin as a humanity, what did he say? Oh, don't worry. I will provide myself. That's why he told Abraham, I will provide myself a sacrifice. I don't need you to do it. I'm going to do it. Everything I need, I know how to be the receiver, the provision, the provider. So, I am the receiver, but I am also the provision. Y'all gonna make me take off running. That's what happened with Yeshua when he died on the execution stake. Now, the sin, the price that was paid for sin, the price was not paid to the devil. I know some of y'all think that. That was to God. God was the debtor, right? He was holding the deed. He was the debtor of sin. It was not the devil. Because when Yeshua took the blood, he's the provider. He provided the blood. The priest's body, he provided. He provided the blood, and then he went and sat on his seat. Now, bring back to me what I provided. And Yeshua came, which he provided, with the blood, he provided, and then you brought it to him, the provider. So there's nothing in this world that God would say do or send you someplace he did not provide for. Our humanity is what needs to come into order and say, wait a minute. Okay, so if you're telling me to do this, the provision already made. So lead me to the provision. Give me the ability to see it. Give me the ability to tap into the grace that I need to do what you have called me to do. Yeah. Give me the grace for that. Teach me how to tap into it. Because you already gave it to me. It's no way in the world that God gonna tell you to do something and then provide. No way. When he said he provide, like right, he said, bring me my tithe. But I'm the one that gave you the 100% that's asking you to give me back the 10. So when you take them out now, you took my 100% and then you complaining about the 10% that I'm telling you to bring back to me. But I'm the one that provided the 100%. You forgot. But we walk around thinking it's all about us. No, I'm the one that did that. So when I tell you to bring me back the 10, I'm actually telling you to bring back the 10 because I am your broker. I am your investor. So I'm telling you to invest back 10 so I can continue to give you more. It is that cycle of value. So there is a purpose for that. So y'all sitting there listening to people online. I don't pay your tithe because God not like that. I'm going to pay my tithe. I don't do it. I don't do that. You keep listening to that if you want to and not understand the principle of God. This is the principle of the book of life that he gave us. He didn't tell us to just boom, here, live. And didn't tell us how. Our humanity is the one that's acting up and don't want us to see that the Father, the creator of all things, that nothing that was created without him, the creator of all things, would he put me on this earth and not provide what I need? No, of course not. I just can't see it. I'm scared to go get it, or I don't understand how to get it because I'm not listening to those who's teaching me how to get it. Because I don't think so. I don't think that's for me. No, I don't think so. And you just go out there flying by yourself. Even the birds don't fly by themselves. The animal kingdom don't go by themselves, but we want them. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to guide me. I don't need nobody to teach me. I don't need to be under nobody. But that's not the way God created us, because you need a teacher to teach you. The Bible even said, if you know your word, it said that. How can you hear without a teacher? So you do need a teacher. You do need a mentor to teach you how to tap into what he already given you. The provision is there. Oh, look, I got one more. When he told the children, his disciples, his Talmudim, he wanted to prepare for the Seder. What did he say? Go, he told them exactly where to go. Go up the stairs and go up the mountain somewhere. Go around the corner, make a left. And then when you get to the stop sign, make a right. And then you're going to see some step. You go up the step. And then you tell them I sent you, because you got to prepare for the Seder. Because he's already provided. He know when they went, he have already provided. The people are going to say yes. They're going to say, oh, yes, that's right. Here's the place right here. You can have this event center. Because he's not going to tell them to go and he didn't prepare. Wait a minute, God, you telling me to go to these people and talk about, ooh, wait a minute. Really? See, he trained me and taught me to move when he said move. Say what he said. When you are trained that way, you don't have time to listen to your humanity to tell you, oh, wait a minute, that don't make no sense. Wait a minute, you going to send me people to answer that? When I tell you, I just go and done. I say it's done. I push, it's done. When you get into that trust, bitachon, which is different than faith. There's a difference between trust and faith. Bitachon is trust. Like I'm trusting this chair to hold me. I didn't have to ask this chair, are you going to hold me if I sit down? Or you promise me? Now, I don't know now. If I sit down, you're going to really hold me up. I trust when I sit down, it's going to hold me. That's a different level of faith. So sometimes it's a lack of trust that we have in our Creator. You walking around here with his creation. You walking around here with his diamond. You walking around here with the best, the valuable real estate he gave you. You walk around with everything he gave you. And you walking around here, don't have, I don't know, I don't see, I don't get God. Oh my God. And then you walking around with all the answers sitting right here. All the answers. But because of our humanity, we don't want to listen. We don't want to hear. We don't want nobody to teach us. We think everybody's wrong. Wait a minute. That don't make no sense. And you're spending so much of your valuable energy on that instead of spending your energy of the roadmap to find your answers. Everything, because there's nowhere in the world that you would tell me to do this and you didn't provide already. So obviously I'm the problem. Yeah, Pastor would say he's going to make me a t-shirt that said, I'm the problem. That's why I'm not that type of teacher that's going to tell you it's not your fault. You're not going to find that. I'm not. That's why I told you all, I'm not a motivator. I am a cultivator. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, no, it's not your fault. Yeah, it's your fault. Let me tell you what you did wrong. That's what my mentors used to tell me for a whole season. Every time I came to him, let me tell you what you did wrong. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Every time. Let me tell you what you did wrong. Because it's always your fault. So it's because I can't see what you provided. That's why you're sitting in fear. You're sitting in anxiety when he told you that, not to do that. And your anxiety releasing all these toxic, and your body getting sick, and your mind is getting sick. You're getting a headache. Your body hurt. All this stuff. Why? Because I told you not to have anxiety. Did I not? I told you to stop being afraid. Did I not? I told you. The reason I told you that is because I know that your brain is going to react. I know your body is going to get sick. So I'm telling you to stop. I've already provided what you need. So now you need to learn how to tap into what I've already done. Name one thing in the Bible. Here's your lesson. Name one thing in the Bible. I want you to put in a comment that you know of that God told somebody to do and he did not provide. Name one thing. You're going to get me the t-shirt. All right, thank you. I want one. It's my fault. Because I'm responsible for my life. If I say it's your fault, that means I'm giving you power over my life, and I would not do that. So he provided everything, and sometimes we operate according to what's comfortable. Because I'm going to get uncomfortable, unfamiliar if I go that route. So I'm going to sit right here and do this and then act like God didn't provide. That's not true. Every single instruction, every divine connection, every word, every thought, he already provided. Even if he gives me a business idea, my customers have already been provided for my business ideas. Now, just because you don't follow through, somebody else going to grab your customers. Somebody's making your money. You think, we sing that song, what belong to me, God. That just feels good. It just makes your emotion feel, yeah, but what's mine is mine, what belongs to me. Yeah, but it's not true. Because somebody will take what belongs to you because you're not accessing it. There's even properties, I'm going to show you this, that if you don't have the proper survey, somebody else took a piece of your property, you don't even know it, and they're living off of your property, they're building off of your property because you never had a survey done to find out what's yours. So they told you, no, that's mine, and you're like, all right. What? No, you didn't show me proof. I need paperwork, and let's do a survey, because this is my property. And I got to go get proof. You got to get off my property. Whatever you built belonged to me because this is my property. He have already provided. So your customers are out here. Somebody else is making money off of them because you never took the business idea and did anything with it. Somebody else created that business idea because you never grabbed it. It's there. So somebody else created it. Somebody walking around here with your money. Because you sitting over there, man, wait a minute. Okay, not yet. No, I got to do that first. Oh, no, let me do this first. Oh, no, it's not time. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh. So somebody else is making your money. Understand, even as an entrepreneur, people, if you don't have a mind of an entrepreneur, you're always going to stay in the cycle of poverty because it takes money to make money. So if you are in need, I'm going to show you this. If you're in need and you say you got $500, right? And you have to invest it to get your business started, and then you in need to go do, that $500 look like $1 million. I'm not going to spend it on that. I'm going to spend it on this. Entrepreneur mindset, understand, you know what? If I have to eat sardine and crackers for a little while, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this money and invest it because I know there's more. I'm going to get more. That's what tithe is. That's what tithe is. It's like you can't afford not to. Because that is your investment for living, not life, living. That is an investment. That is a bank account that will never go dry, that you will never lack of. So why would you not be faithful to that? And then when you dry, he used principles. God not going to come and do a miracle for you and you're not following his principle. Even when I coach people, if I mentor you, first thing I ask you paying your tithe? Because you're going to waste my time. Because if you're not a tithe payer, what's the purpose? Even millionaires, billionaires, and famous people knows about tithe. LL Cool J paid tithe. So why you ain't paying it, right? He talks about that. And when the interview was called, he said, do you understand about the 10%? And that meant to my no. He said, well, let me explain to you what the 10% about. So people, Denzel Washington paid tithe. Warren Buffett paid tithe. Every Jewish, Stephen Spingborough, so I would say his name, Spingborough, he's Jewish. Every Jewish person that is famous paid tithe. And you sitting over there in your little project mindset. God, I ain't got no money to pay. I can't work. I better pay my life bill. I got the complaint that I use, that I hear people use, it's incredible. I'm like, do you hear what you sound like? He's already gave you a principle and said, this is the way I did it. Just like the feast. People don't understand the feast that's in the Bible are how would I say this? A strategy for wealth. How many of us are using it that's Christian? Yeah, I saw the name, but I couldn't pronounce it. I saw it writing, but I couldn't pronounce it. Spielberg. Mr. Stephen. So how many of us are actually tapping into the feast? That's what he mean about I've already provided. I put it over here in this map. I put that over here in this map. So you got the feast, you got the tithe, you got seed sowing in the and when the ground is pregnant, you got Shabbat. I've already have all these pieces in my system. I've already provided. The woman with the prophet was giving her instruction about the oil when her husband died and she owed a lot of debt. Okay, it's already provided. The money's already provided for you. Let me tell you how to get it. And he gave her a roadmap, an instruction. Those of us who don't like to follow instruction. Let me tell you how to get it. Go out there, borrow vessels, much vessels as you possibly can. Until she stopped, she made a decision where to stop. Borrow all the vessels. And then pour the oil. Sell the oil. That's your money. There was no miracle oil coming from the sky. It was instruction. Because why? It was already provided. When he told when the prophet told the king to strike the ground, and he said, keep striking the ground. And the king decided, I'm going to stop, like some of us do. I did what you're doing. I'm mentoring some people. Did you do everything I asked you to do? Yeah, I did. I stopped because I saw it wasn't working. I stopped because I figured, I feel better, so I just stopped. Who told you to stop? That's what cycle of value. There's no stopping. He said, if you keep striking, and what happened? The king died with his victory in his belly. So where's that song? What belonged to me, belonged to me. That's a lie. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be politically correct. That is not true. That is not correct. That is false information. He died with his victory. So you got to get this together. We got to go in the soulish realm. This is the soul. This. And stop using these principles just for spiritual need. You're doing flip-flops and cartwheels and turning in the spirit realm. Whoosh, boom, you heal. Whoosh, the Spirit of the Lord said, whoosh, there go the angel. Oh, why? Look at the angel flipping. Why? You in the spirit realm doing all kind of stuff. The Spirit of the Lord said, and your soul sitting back there talking about, excuse me, did you forget about me? Hello? And you in the spirit. The Lord said, and I'm just seeing the prophesy, manifest. Because the Lord said, after you see all the Lord said, then you got to go back and translate into the soul. And then to find the answer. But when we get prophecy, we think, God said it. It's just going to happen. You're going to sit in your bed and you're going to wake up in the morning. The floor going to be full of money. Well, if that happened to you, please call me. Because I need to come to your house. And I need to grab something for myself. So we just think, that door is going to open and money going to fly in. Customers is going to be, well, hello. The Spirit told me that you sell what I need. Oh, hello. Okay. It don't work like that. So after you get all that word, here I am as a brain coach sitting over here waiting till you finish getting motivated, flipping in the spirit. And I'm sitting over here waiting on you. Well, let me know when you finish. We're going to get started with cultivating. Every word that you hear, you could get happy, you could fall on the ground. I'm over here waiting. Because I know my lane. And that's another little thing that I want to talk about next time. You have to learn your lane. You have to learn where you are called. You don't have to duplicate nobody. Because of some things that I would teach people, they were like, oh, yeah, I could teach that too. Okay, cool. If that's what you've been called to do. So people busy trying to duplicate you and duplicate what you do instead of coming to you to learn what you have. Because you have your lane, I have my lane. We could come together and create a cycle of value where you do your part, I do my part. Why are you trying to do all of the part when the Bible didn't even say that? He called all of us. I know my lane. That's the reason I refuse to move from where I am. You could call me names. You could say this. You could say it. And so my mentors, she's so hard. She so did. You could say all of that. Does not faze me at all. And those that know me knows it don't faze me a bit. Because it took a lot of time, blood, sacrifice for me to learn where I belong, for me to learn my lane, my purpose, and for me to let your anger to pull me out just to make you, okay, I change to make you feel better. Okay, I won't say that to make you feel better. Those who know me, honey, you know I'm not gonna. I paid a dear price for me to know who I am, for me to find out and be comfortable enough to establish in my lane. So how you feel, which is a chemical that could change tomorrow, is not going to uproot me from my purpose. I know my purpose. You want to duplicate it? Go ahead. And plenty of people have done that. They'll come and just, well, I could do it too. Well, I could do it better. Well, I could do it. Okay, go ahead on. That's not my problem. It's between you and God. I'm going to stick to what he told me to do on this earth. I want to be able to live the fullness, 100%, and to establish. I want to squeeze every juice out of my purpose and not waste my energy on your purpose to try to duplicate you and do what you do. What I do is valuable too, so why would I need to touch what you do? When you know, I say God picked the right person for this job because I'm too vain to think that your purpose is more valuable than my purpose. I'm too vain for that because I believe with all my heart that my purpose is extremely valuable and I'm honored to walk in my purpose, and there's nothing that's going to make me feel or believe that your purpose is higher than mine and your purpose is more valuable than mine. I embrace who I am, embrace my purpose, and I'm going to sit right there in my purpose. Why are you sitting there trying to copy? I could do it too. I could say it too. I'm going to tell you, okay, go ahead on. I ain't got time for that. I'm going to do what I've been called to do as a certified brain coach. That's what he called me to do. So while you get motivated, come back and get cultivated. I'll be ready. Let's go. And a lot of people are not ready for me. And some people I have to turn away. No, you're not ready yet. You're not mature enough to be able to handle the vibe. Because otherwise, you're going to get separated. We don't want that to happen. So when you get mature enough, then I could be your coach. Then I could be your mentor. But immature souls that's not ready to transform is not my call. You have to be able to do. That's why the Bible said, not be transformed. Allow yourself to continue to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to give yourself permission, and you have to be consistent. All right. Oh, I stayed longer than I thought. I said 15 minutes. Okay. I think it was 45 minutes. That's it. So, right. Come on. I want you to put on a comment what you learned. How was this effective? I want you to put it on the comment to tell me how did this bless you. This nugget bless you today. And I am going to do the Mind Your Business again. For those of you who missed it, I am going to do it again. I'm going to look at my schedule. Probably do it next Friday. No, not do it because I have to speak. Probably the Friday after that. I don't know. I'm going to let you know that. Right? Pastor will probably going to, wait, don't give no date. I could hear you. So I'm going to do it again for those of you who missed it. And I also have another class, the 3 Level of the Mind, in June. KhannahJosué.com. Go to coaching classes. You'll see the date because right now I can't remember the date. It's in June. And I don't want to say a date that I'm wrong. It could be 16, 17. I don't know. So go on KhannahJosué.com. Click on coaching. And you'll be able to see the date, the 3 levels of mind. That's going to be super. That's 2 days. It's going to be super good. I love teaching this stuff, man. Because the more I teach it, the more I am more conscious of the Creator, Elohim. The more I teach, the more I give, the more I'm like, the more of him that I see. Like, God, you're so awesome. Literally, I say, you are so freaking awesome. Right? This is the way I talk to God. Like, oh my God. You just like, do you know how awesome you are, God? Yeah, I know how awesome I am. Well, I just got to keep reminding you. You just a freaking awesome God. You just like, wow. He blows my mind every time. And I don't ever want to leave this place. I don't ever want it to be common and comfortable. I want him to keep surprising me and stay in this place like a child in a candy store. Like, oh, I love it when he gives me the privilege and the honor to see the revelation of his word. Oh, woo, super good. Honey, 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 honey. So, and don't forget to go on my YouTube, become a subscriber, and share the teaching with other people who needs it. Please go on there, School of Thought with Dr. Khannah Josué, and become a subscriber. Share with your family, share with your friends. What's going to happen when you share with other people, especially people in your circle, it's going to break down their mindset, where you're going to be able to, when you want to share something with them, you're going to have them to be ready to connect with what you have to say. And now they're going to be able to hear you. So it's going to help. All right? And then it's going to confirm some of the things that you've been saying. So share it and become a subscriber. And also my podcast, listen to my podcast, highlight, can anything good come out of Haiti? I want you to listen to those things. I'm having a great time interviewing those successful people that's valuable coming from Haiti. You got to listen to the podcast. I'll tell you, you can listen to while you're driving, while you're in traffic, while you are soaking in your bath, and any place while you're doing your nature walk. You could just click on there, and don't forget to go to PFYI.org and sow your seed. For those of you who may not have a church home or place that you need to pay your tithe, you are welcome to do that to the school, because we have several people that don't have a church home that's able to sow the seed and pay the tithe in the school. The school is pregnant. Trust me, this ground is pregnant, and we have many, many testimony and what God have done for people that sow seed in this ground. Because why? Because he created this school. So this ground is pregnant with his presence. It's pregnant with wealth. It's pregnant with answers. So this is good ground that you have to come and be faithful and be consistent. So if you're not paying tithe anywhere, you are welcome to do that. And sow your seed, especially during the biblical feast. Those grounds are extra pregnant during the biblical feast for you to sow your seed, okay? And also, I believe we have on PFYI.org, the Patreon. You can become a member of that you'll get teaching 24 hours, and everything that you need, any place, anywhere in the country that you go to, you could listen to those teaching. ITC is coming up real soon, so stay connected with us. If you get on our mailing list, what we don't do, we don't send out junk mail. We don't bother people all day with mail like some people. Like, oh my God, spam. We don't do that. So any email you get from us, you should open it, because we don't have the staff to be sending out stuff that people don't need. We don't have that type of stuff. I don't play that. So I don't like it when it's done to me. So I don't do things to people that I don't like to be done to me. So if we send you an email, you're part of our mailing list. Trust me, it's something that you need to know about. Okay, so don't be afraid of getting on our mailing list. We don't have this recurring every week, every day. People bother me with the email. Delete, spam. No, we don't want that. So, all right, and I know that's part of marketing, but I value people's time. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget that I'm going to be reading your comments on what did you learn, what nuggets did you learn from this, and then share. I want every one of you that's on here, share this on your page. Share it to your friends. Send it to your family member. Take it, even the one previous last week. Share it, okay? Go on here, click, share, send. And also invite other people to like the Prayer Fast page. This is our school. We are not a church. We're not here to steal people members. We don't do that. We don't have a church to put your members. So we are a school, and we are available for any ministry or any church that wants their intercessors to be trained, to be taught, even help you create an intercessory department. We could do that. So we're not going to take your people, all right? But if God calls somebody, we are school, so they could still go to church and still come and volunteer at the school. So, but if somebody leaves, that's because God is ordained them to go someplace. I'm going to talk about that one day. We got to stop that, holding on to people want to leave. I'm like, okay, that's what God told you. Sayonara. Okay, like, move on. Next, what's behind you? That's going to work, because that's what we need in this school, people that's going to work. So But that's another subject. You all have an absolutely awesome Shabbat, and thank you for taking the time to join me and to hear the words that I'm saying and follow the map. Tap into the answer, because he have already done what? Provided. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.